What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Mamba, and today we're going to be discussing Disney Plus's newest Marvel adaptation, and that is the What If series. And we're going to be discussing episode 1 that just aired this past week, and that is What If Captain Carter was the first Avenger? Stay tuned. Okay, so right from the jump, I just want to say that I'm a huge Marvel fan, but I'm not a loyalist. I did not grow up on the comics. I'm not someone that knows everything about Marvel or every single character or every single villain. I don't. I'm working on it though, okay? But the What If series, I do know was a big thing in the comics. It's very typical of comic books to all of a sudden have like this parallel universe or this parallel reality or multiverse, as you might say. So it goes kind of hand in hand what's going on with the Loki series, that we are introduced to different angles and different things based on choices that were made or another universe that we're in. So I found this concept really fun and appropriate for where we're at right now with the MCU. Now, Captain Carter as the first Avenger, I have a love-hate relationship with the first episode. There were things that I loved about it, and then there were things that I wasn't so great. But the one thing I can say is that it does get me excited for the next few episodes. So, just starting off right off the bat, the pros on this episode. I think the animation was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that's pretty obvious that that's what was going to happen. I mean, it's not worth it if you're not. But the animation was pretty damn awesome. Now, outside of that, having Peggy Carter become the super soldier, I like the fact that they did not segue from actually bulking her up because she took on the super soldier serum. Because I feel like they could have easily done that. Just pretended like, oh, you know, she just absorbed it differently or women metabolizes it differently. No. They really bulked her up. I mean, she looked legit. Like she was legit. Kind of crazy. But in a good way. She still looked feminine and everything like that. And the other really cool thing that I like what they did is they really stayed true to the time. So this is during the time of World War II when we're against the Nazis. And you really get to see a lot of the prejudice that's happening in the military ranks because she's a female and how they treated her and how she's dealing with it and everything else. Now, I know Howard Stark, who plays a big role with Peggy in this, is... he's classic Stark, right? He's very open-minded. He's a genius. He just sees things the way they are. He's part of the cons in this, but not completely. So I really did enjoy that. The last thing I would say that was a big pro for me in this is just the fighting, because not only is the style of how she fought was very similar to Captain America once he hit Captain America Winter Soldier, because the one prior to that was just like, ugh. But the fighting was awesome, but because this was an animation, they could really up the ante with the action and some of the fighting. It was freaking awesome, okay? Really loved Peggy, like, just whooping ass. So, in that way, again, the more you guys get to know me through my videos, you know fighting is where to get me. That's my heart. That's how to get me. Now, the cons. Okay. So the cons in this, I would have to say, first and foremost, was the very awkward, romantic, flirty shit that was happening between Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter. I get it. They're soulmates. I get it. Shit, that shit was weird, though. I mean, it's different. Steve Rogers bulks up, you know what I mean? He's fucking gorgeous now. Looks like an Adonis man. But the opposite, I mean, sure, she looked like Wonder Woman, but he was barely a full man. He looked like a 12-year-old boy. It was very awkward. I mean, he was smooth as hell, but very awkward. It was very weird. So that was kind of weird. I like that they added more. They added him to, I think, what they call the Nazi stomper or something like that. The suit that he wore, that Howard Stark built him, that was very reminiscent to Iron Man suit. So that was cool, but other than that, it was just like, The second thing that I wasn't too crazy about in this was definitely Howard Stark. I like Howard Stark, don't get me wrong, but this younger Howard Stark, he definitely has a lot of traits that his son picks up later. You know, they mentioned the playboy, and he's kind of egomaniac, where he mentions how much he's a genius and everything else, but he was a little on the annoying side for me. And the last thing I would say is, and this is just a tiny little thing, but it kind of like, it has to be that they didn't use a lot of the original voices. And I did see somewhere on the internet that they had asked David Bautista, a fan had asked David Bautista why he wasn't voicing Drax in the What If series. So we know we're going to get something with him. And he said, because I wasn't asked to. And that kind of stumped me. I think James Gunn even responded to that saying, what? I don't understand how they did not ask the original actors to voice the animation. I thought that would have brought it to another level. But I don't know. If anyone knows anything about that, please comment that down below because I don't understand that. Sure, yeah, we can be open to new voices, but it's not the same. Anyway, I enjoyed the first one. Again, I think it's a good baseline, a good foundation to start with, and then let's just hope that it keeps getting better because it was good. It was good. It was passable. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you guys saw. Do you think that this was badass? Did you really enjoy it? Because I know some people really loved it and why you did. Post that down below. I know this is a great introduction to the Watcher. I know very little about him, but this is really intriguing. Another like really big, powerful being. So I'm curious where this is going to go. And if you guys do know a little bit of the what ifs or what's coming soon, what is the one you are most anticipating? Post that down below. And make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button so I know that you like these videos and I could do more. And I have a lot more coming. All right. So peace and chicken grease. I'll stop the next one.